Hey guys, it's Steve again. Gee, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been sort of busily making up some kitchen cupboards for my daughter's house and having a bit of fun over the holidays and been stuck in the workshop, getting a little bit thinner, not too much, but a little bit. But today I thought I'd do a video because I found a thing that I had, which I've had for quite a few years and I haven't used it really much, and I kind of bought it in my mad buying sprees when I was doing things, and it's with a Domino, and okay, I'm gonna make these little vegetable boxes. They're gonna be like little vegetable boxes. I'm using marine ply, and then I'm going to oil them up and all that sort of stuff. And these will just drop into the drawers that I've made for the kitchens. I've made little special things for an insert so that slips out, and these little timber boxes can fit in. You can put your potatoes in it, your onions in it, garlic, tomatoes, whatever you like. But you can also lift them out, wash them, pop them back in again. So I'm using waterproof glues, of course, which I prefer. The glue that I use is Gorilla PVA or the Gorilla Glue. It's fantastic. It's not the one which it's not the polyurethane glue, but it's good enough because they're not going to be sitting in a bath of water. They're just going to be wiped out. Anyway, so I've got all these now. I've figured out, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to construct it? I know there's a way you can do it where you cut 45-degree miters and you put tape on it and you fold them over and you do all that sort of stuff. But I think, oh well, I haven't done any dominoing for a while, so I need to practice my dominoing skills and my intelligence skills to find out how I'm going to be able to do it on such thin material. Now this is 12 mil, which is in the American terms a half an inch thereabouts. Now I put my little tiny cutter in, the little 4mm cutter. So if you experience that with your dominoes, you got the little tiny cutter, and I'll show you here. That was on what I thought was 6. I did it on the 6 on the guide, and look how far down it is. So you can imagine if I'm going to put that there, I've missed it. Okay, so that 6 actually became 12 from there to there. Then I tried the absolute lowest setting, like sanded off the bottom of my domino. Just kidding. And I got a little bit more, and I'm thinking that's still not it. And look at this one. That's dead center 6mm, which is perfect because it means now when I do the other domino on the other side, it'll fit in perfect. How did I do that? Well, it seems Seneca woodworking came to the rescue. Now, you've probably seen these before. I don't know. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. So I just thought I'd sort of show them. Now, I bought these ages ago because I don't really work that much in ply. But recently I've kind of started really enjoying working in ply, and I thought, well, I dug these out of my domino box, and they're here. Look, here's one. This is for 3/4 inch board, and the one that I've got on my domino is for 1/2 inch board. Damn, how about that? I'm most impressed. And you just screw it on. So you just screw it onto the face here. It's got some little sort of lock pins in there, which kind of like locks it in that hole, and the little screw there and screw there. So you can sort of see it just clips over the edge. That's all it does. It was a little bit fiddly because I got big fingers and I'm all thumbs. So I'm not going to go through the pain of showing you how you clip it on, because it was a little bit painful for me, because the trouble is it's stainless steel, and the little unit that I have, whilst it's magnetized, which is the, here it is, it's the little torque screw on the end, or hex screw, and stainless steel is just not going to stick to it. So it was a little bit fiddly, but that doesn't matter. And you can see through the hole where your line is, and if you turn it round, and what it does, it actually beefs up that to allow you to get the 6mm. So when I did it, I kind of find my scrap. And so now when I reference the top down here, it's 6mm. So obviously when I do the reference the top here and come into the side, it's 6mm as well. So I just sort of thought I'd show you guys that. Now, what we say is you need to reference it to 15 millimeters on the side of your guide here. And it says that, it tells you on the plate, like it has on the plate, you know, reference to 15 millimeters. Now it's the same with the 3/4 inch one. So the 3/4 inch one is obviously beefier. As you can see, it's the same configuration. These are the ones that go into the elongated holes, and they're the ones that clip on the edge. So that's kind of handy, you know, if you just, especially like if you're doing 3/4 inch stuff, just you whack this on, bang, it sort of sets itself perfectly. But also too, I can't remember buying this. I don't know whether this is their first model or the latest model, but this is one which fits onto the back plate of your Domino, which is there, which screws into those two holes. So you see there's the two holes there and there. They screw into the back of your plate there. And you apparently work upside down with your machine. So you're actually holding your machine like that, referencing the underside of that. So I really don't know whether this was it. Well, the other thing good about this one is 3/4 inches one side and the other side is a 1/2 inch. To be perfectly honest, I can't even remember using this one. So I guess it'll be the same, you know. But this one doesn't need any referencing to 15 millimeters because the reference is in itself when you're working on the back of the plate. But you're working upside down with your Domino. And I guess, look, at the end of the day, I'm sure it's going to do the job. But look, I think they're great, you know. I mean, I just was flabbergasted because I'm thinking, well, how am I going to get it down to 6 millimeters when that's the closest I can get to the edge just by the raw Domino itself. Now, I'm sure you can probably rig up something yourself based on, you know, creating mucking around, all that. But, you know, just get this, you whack it on. It's great. So, yeah, so I decided I'm going to make my these are little teeny tiny Dominoes. And they kind of squeeze in there. And I've got that. So the thing is, you've got 12 millimeters, but these Dominoes are 20 millimeters. But there's no 8 millimeter reference. There's no 8 millimeter reference on the Plunge. So I've kind of, you have to play around a little bit. And for me to get a Plunge that's going to work, I'm plunging it on 20. So what you do is you just play around with it a little bit to see how much the plunger is going to go past the face of the plate. Now I suppose I could drop it down to the next one down, which is 15, but I didn't think it had much to grab in there. It was only just like a little bit, it sort of only indented in a little bit. So this one, it hasn't gone through. Obviously you can see it hasn't gone through. So I figured this is probably good enough because really, at the end of the day, it's just a matter of registering it all. Gives it a little bit of extra strength while the glue up, because I'll whack some clamps on it and it'll glue it up. But anyway, just thought I'd share that today. Like I say, haven't done a video for a while. Hope you're all well. Probably by the time you get, some people will be seeing this probably in 12 months' time, and I think, what the hell is he talking about? Because I'll have probably done a pile more videos after that. Nothing much new else has happened. I don't think. I've bought a couple of bits and pieces. Oh yeah, by the way, these are kind of cool. I'll sort of share these. Probably completely off the subject. But look, these are the little Rockler gauges. And I think they're really good, you know, because they're terrific. You know, you can sort of reference, and I have a few of them because I can work on when I'm working on a project. But I got these ones recently from, there we go, from this mob. Whoops, it's from this mob here. I like it a little bit better because whilst it's the same as the other unit, it actually allows you to do a 45 degree when you take this out. And you, whoops, I'll unscrew it here for the camera. I'm very good for the camera. And you can pop it in here, so you can have it on a 45 degree, or you can have it on the traditional 90 degree square. Yeah, it's quite good. I bought it from a company in Melbourne, a company called Timbercon. For those people who are in Australia, they can buy it from Timbercon. Now, I've not seen the brand before, but I like it. I like the black. In fact, I don't want the blue anymore. No, I'm kidding. I reckon you have a bunch of these when you're doing a job. It's really good referencing depths of things when you're sort of trying to work out stuff. So that was just a little thing that I bought just recently. Wagon back up there. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you go. I've waffled on long enough, and I'll see you again another day. Okay. Cheers.